U.S. Supreme Court will soon decide whether or not to pay attention Bayer's Weedkiller case. Washington, Frankfurt. The U.S. Supreme Court could announce as quickly as Monday whether it will hear Bayer OTC, BAYRY's bid to brush aside claims its Roundup Weedkiller causes cancer, as the agency seeks to keep away from potentially billions of dollars more in damages and payouts. Bayer is looking for evaluation of an appeals courtroom choice that upheld $25 million in damages presented to California resident Edwin Hardman, a person of glyphosate-based Weedkiller Roundup, who blamed his most cancers on the product. How the courtroom acts will help decide whether thousands of similar cases cross forward. The 9 justices at their private convention on Thursday had been scheduled to talk about whether to pay attention the case, according to the court docket. The court is due to announce action on pending appeals on Monday morning, although occasionally a case is held over for numerous reasons, such as if the justices are inclined to listen it. Bayer has asked the Supreme Court to locate that federal approval of Roundup's product label with the aid of the Environmental Protection Agency meant that the healthy couldn't be introduced ahead below California's state law. The court's selection will come after the administration of Democratic President Joe Biden urged the justices' remaining month to reject the petition, reversing the location taken by way of the administration of Republican former President Donald Trump, which had largely backed Bayer. The enterprise's shares dropped greater than 6% that day, but have seeing that recovered even as Bayer braces for as much as $4.5 billion in additional litigation prices from the alternative claims if snubbed by using the court. It set cash apart, hence remaining year having already paid out a huge portion of the $11.6 billion previously allocated for settlements and litigation over the problem. The Supreme Court does now not must observe the U.S. management's recommendation but commonly does, with the federal authorities' top Supreme Court attorney, the solicitor fashionable, dubbed the 10th Justice, for that reason. Credit Suisse analysts said on Thursday they see a low possibility of the case being heard, noting, along with the Biden management's stance, that the best U.S. court accepts much less than 1% of petitioned instances. Bayer has misplaced 3 trials, awarding Roundup users tens of millions of dollars each, however has also gained 3. It announced the trendy win in Missouri on Friday. It stated earlier this 12 months it had resolved 107,000 cases out of approximately 138,000 standard. Bayer, which also makes aspirin, Yasmin birth control drugs and the stroke prevention drug Xarelto, has argued that the cancer claims pass towards sound technology and repeated product clearance from regulators within the United States and elsewhere across the globe. It has said it need to now not be penalized for advertising and marketing a product on which the U.S. environmental regulator would now not permit a cancer caution to be published. Monsanto purchase Roundup-related court cases have dogged Bayer because it obtained the brand as part of its $63 billion buy of agricultural seeds and insecticides maker Monsanto NYSE, MON, in 2018. Bayer struck a agreement deal in principle with plaintiffs in June 2020 but did not win courtroom popularity of a separate agreement on the way to handle destiny cases. The company has said it's miles-making ready to transport on, positioned the uncertainty at the back of us, despite the fact that ignored by the Supreme Court, taking steps to include the hazard of in-addition litigation. It plans to offer cancer sufferers who in destiny don't forget suing Bayer participation in a program that might make bills to claimants that meet certain standards and who waive plaintiff legal professional illustration, drawing at the cash it has set aside. To head off in-addition claims, Bayer plans to update glyphosate in weed killers for non-professional gardeners in the United States with other energetic ingredients. Another Bayer case is pending with the very best U.S. court docket after the agency in March requested it to overturn a California Nation Appeals Court decision last 12 months that upheld an $86 million verdict that discovered Bayer accountable for a pair's most cancers. In this situation, Bayer additionally raises a new legal query at the punitive damages, which it argues are immoderate and now not justified because it acted according with federal regulation.